Hi everybody, this is a green and red combo deck that uses the new card Over the Top from the Brothers War to go over the top of our opponents by putting a bunch of permanents into play. So to get to Over the Top, you see it costs 7 mana and it's a sorcery, so we kind of need to build up some mana a little bit. Now traditionally, green wants to get lands into play and kind of cheat those into play as a way to accelerate, but we need to take a different path here because this counts the number of non-land permanents we have in play when it starts to look through the top of our deck. So to set that up, you see we've got a bunch of cards down here that are permanents and are also kind of mana enablers. So we'll start off with 4 copies of Azusa's Many Journeys. It lets us cheat a land into play, which again isn't the focus of the deck, but it leaves a permanent behind. So that's what we're looking for here. Next up, 4 Llanowar Loamspeaker, just a good mana producer on a nice little tiny body. 4 Fable of the Mirror Breaker because it's fantastic and it leaves 2 permanents behind and has the possibility to accelerate out other treasures as well with its little Goblin Shaman token. Behind that, we've got 2 Careful Cultivation to make us a cheap monk token or put on a creature we already have in play if we need just a little extra mana boost on top of that. Next up, 4 Jewel Thief, which is kind of effective on its own. It's not a bad rate for a creature, and it's got Vigilance and Trample already, but it also brings with it a treasure, which contributes to the count that Over the Top is looking for. Up here in the 4 drops, kind of the most important one here is Stimulus Package. Creates 3 permanents on the board and enables a little mana acceleration for us as well if we need it. We're trying out 1 Visions of Phyrexia to gain a little bit of card advantage off the top, and it also creates tapped Power Stone tokens if we don't happen to play the exiled card. I'm just trying this out in here. It was okay. The Power Stones definitely contributed to Over the Top, but on the downside, we aren't actually able to use these Power Stones for very much in this deck. So what do we want to get with Over the Top when we finally do make it there? Well, first of all, we've got a Cultivator Colossus to kind of put some lands into play and keep drawing into the next thing we do if our opponent just happens to have an answer to the kind of combo madness that ensues when you play Over the Top. And we've also got 4 copies of Titan of Industry. It allows us to pick the right abilities off of the card for the right situation. So if we need to accelerate and go wide, it can help us do that. Or if we need to come from behind, it can gain us a little bit of life and destroy a key artifact or enchantment from the opponent. But perhaps the most important target of all for Over the Top is Portal to Phyrexia. Now, when this comes into play, our opponent has to sacrifice 3 creatures, and it can really knock a lot of opposing decks out of play if we get this going. But it also provides a repeatable reanimation effect, so not only can we get our own creatures back from the grave, but we can get the best stuff out of our opponent's graveyard as well, and can often finish a game that way. The great thing about Portal to Phyrexia is the effect stacks, so we can bring back multiple creatures if we've got multiple portals in play. Now, you may notice we've only got 8 kind of gigantic targets for Over the Top to kind of bring into play here, but the great thing about this deck is all of our enablers, like all of our little guys down here, we've got Stimulus Package, Jewel Thief, Loamspeaker. If we create a board that's nothing but like 8 copies of that, that's still pretty good, and that's often good enough to win the game. So this is kind of a fun, kind of combo-oriented deck, and I'm really curious if we can find a way to fit a card like Over the Top into something like Arcane Bombardment and just get the right balance of sorceries and permanents going in something like that. But for now, this is a great introduction to this new card from the Brothers War. Let's get over and see a few games with this deck on the ranked standard ladder. I'm going to stick with you for some commentary, but as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. All right, here with some Over the Top. This looks like a good starting hand. Got a little bit of early ramp with the Azusa here. All right, opponent starting on some mono red. We'll just lay a basic mountain and get things started. Sorry. Things a little choppy here, too. Sorry if the computer's moving a little slow. Definitely showing its age. Oh, I thought we were mono red over there. Okay. Well, let's get Azusa's Many Journeys down. Get to play an extra land. This is like an explorer that leaves something behind, which is really what we care about for Over the Top. So we just need to survive this kind of aggro onslaught from the opponent. Ancestral Anger, good. That's going to be a quick 7. All right, we're up to 9 now, thanks to that impulse. I really wanted to try a deck with Balmor in it, but I'm not sure there's enough cantrips in Standard right now to kind of make that work. All right. So all we got to do is Stimulus Package, make our treasures, and survive the next turn. If they threaten anything too big, we might be able to block with a citizen, but... Alright, Monastery Swift Spear. Very good aggro card. Opponent attacks. Probably going to see an instant here. Ouch. Play with fire. Alright, that hits prowess and activates Belmore. So that's going to hurt. Alright, luckily no second play with fire, so we've got a little time to recover here. No choice but to Titan of Industry. Really need to gain that life in case they draw another burn spell. And rather than make a blocker, we'll just destroy the etching there. We'll see if they forget that the Titan has reach. I've definitely done that before. Ah, they just drew play with fire. We just narrowly avoided that. They must have just drawn that. We really, really squeaked that one out there. All right. Well, another stimulus package. Unfortunately, we needed to eat those treasures last turn for the Titan. But now we are set up for Titaning once again, and I think that might be enough to take over the game. But all right. Well, definitely. We got to try this, but let's Titan first. Definitely want to gain some more life. Just worried about that amount of burn that they're running over there. Can attack with one Titan, though. We can definitely afford that now. We are up at 10. And, yep, we'll fire off this over the top on our next turn. And I think we've got enough mana to do this even through a Spell Pierce or a single... well, not a Make Disappear. They got creatures to sacrifice, but... Alright, they're going wide. They're not giving up. Alright, well... Let's get in. Blocking with 3 things, try to stay alive. Well, great, we'll eat them all. Opponent at 5. What do you think of this? Oh, not bad, not bad. So all told, what do we get out of that? 4, 5 things maybe? All right, good game. Back here again, we're trying out an over-the-top combo deck that is indeed over the top. Oh, what is going on? Man, it is fast approaching new computer time over here at the M. Bacon's parlor. Well, we're going to keep this. We've got 3 lands. We've got to trust that we're going to draw into a single red source, and then we are good to go. Never in doubt. Is this opponent mono red, or are they disguised as something else? Okay, this looks like mono red. You got your Phoenix Chick, you got your Kumano. Excellent. Plenty of lands. We're just going to try to go right up the progression to Fable, followed by Stimulus Package. And try to get over the top that way. We draw a portal. Not bad. Part of the... So one of the nice things about this deck, too, is that we're constantly generating treasures. And even if we don't draw over the top, like there's a good chance that we get enough mana to play Portal to Phyrexia or Titan of Industry or one of those things. Let's definitely trade this off. All right. Yeah, I think we can discard with Fable a little bit. Well, let's do Stimulus here. If we get into trouble, we can try to block with a Citizen. And actually, we might be able to create a Citizen after attackers are declared here. All right, Lightning Strike takes us to 8. Activates Prowess. All right. Attacks have been declared, so if we make a Citizen now, we can block this thing, which is going to keep us from blocking going forward. All right, so we're at 4. We're a little dangerous. We've got our flipped Fable. Let's Jewel Thief for the treasure. So right now, we may just want to wait on that. So we're at 7 mana, including our treasures. This will take us to 8 if we channel. All right, yeah, I've got to take the 1. Let's channel. And then if we draw a land, we'll be right at 9 for the portal. Yes. Excellent. See, we can do math sometimes. Look at that. Exactly 9. All right. A sacrifice 3. Thank you. Get in with our Vigilance on the Jewel Thief. All right, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, we'll just take this thing. Loamspeaker. Let's see, we can copy Jewel Thief and get another treasure. Just go in with the 2 Vigilant Thieves here. Why not? All right, they'll block the real one. Let's Loamspeaker. We can start making some lands if we need to. And yeah, this will help get us into our next card here. Help us find another portal, maybe over the top. Wow, nothing. All right, well, portal gets us another creature. Sure. Ooh, that's beautiful. Titan of Industry. Yes, let's gain some life because we are at 3. Dangerous Lightning Strike territory. And, oh, look at that. We got 1 left over. All right. Good game there. Well, this is okay. Got a little bit of early game or land acceleration, but I think these visions will help us. Oh, well, there's over the top right there. Well, now all we got to worry about is just getting there on time with a few permanents on the board to make it worthwhile. So this visions should definitely help, even though we can't do too much with those power stones at the moment. Yep, just visions. We can't really do anything about this stowaway over here. So hopefully there's nothing too crazy happening. Gets in for 1, does some looting, gets rid of a plains. And what do we see with our visions here? Oh, you're a little early there, Portal. All right, so Azusa flips over. Think we may have to just... Well, let's see. We've got 1, 2... Yeah. Boseiju makes it 5 mana. This would just be a permanent if we need it. Let's see. So yeah, we don't have a land to play, but it'll flip over. We know we have over the top. So we just need 2 more mana to cast it. Well, we could put this on Azusa. That's like investing in this creature for 2 mana next turn. All right, don't bounce it. Okay. I thought we were getting Fading Hope there. Just powering up the Stowaway. All right, well, all we got to do is dodge a counterspell. All right. Definitely not blocking this creature, but it gets to connive now. All right, opponent. You've got Slip Out the Backs and Make Disappear. I hope you don't have Spell Pierce. Okay. Gain some life. Play that. I think... Oh, yeah. We are at a comfortable 7, so let's over the top for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. Yeah. Sacrifice a few things. We get Fable, Azusa, Jewel Thief, and Portal to Phyrexia. Did I miscount? Depopulate. All right. Well, we've still got the portal online, though, so we are going to be able to pick up a few things. And this Visions will help us get into our next over the top, or... All right, or even a Cultivator Colossus. All right. Well, let's cultivate. All right. Forest. Forest again. Jewel Thief. Can we play this? Yes. Okay. So that's 10 power over there. Ledger Shredder. Just going for the 2 spell trigger, probably trying to dig for another Depopulate. Well, unless they can answer this portal, like we're just going to keep churning up the Cultivator. If we ever find any of our Titans, we'll just keep bringing them back. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Titans. All right, Fable flips over. All right, well, opponent taking their time. Let's get in with the things we've got. There they are. Okay, waking up. Blocking Azusa. Nothing for us to untap because we haven't spent anything yet. They're going to slip out the back, though. They will be at 9. All right. I was going to say, that's a lot on board. Good game. All right. Well, we are here with another one. Over-the-top green-red combo deck. Let's get this Azusa's Many Journeys down. Get to play an extra land this turn. Unless we get something better, we'll probably do Visions of Phyrexia. Start looking at the top card of our deck a little bit more often. See if there's any way we can accelerate. Ouch. Destroy evil. Well, I think they played that too early. We're going to start Visionsing here. Never mind, they had the second Destroy Evil. Well, we are making all of our land drops, so sooner or later, we will go over the top. Survivor, huh? Well, just a mountain from us. Give it the old pass back. Steel Seraph. Gonna give their creature an ability, some lifelink. Alright, not bad. Well, if we over the top, that's what, 1 permanent? So let's cultivate and see what else we can get here. Ouch. Just the 1 card. Okay. And it Fateful Absences. Well, it's still a permanent for us. You know, we could still get another enabler and have a decent amount of stuff come off of this over the top. Ah, see? Yes. There we go. So let's get Loamspeaker down. Stimulus package. Excellent. All right. Blue-white soldier theme here. All right, the Seraph gets in. A little bit of lifelink. Sure. Well, over the top. You're tapped out. Yeah, okay. Oh, and a portal sneaking in there. So opponent has to sacrifice their 3 things there. A Seraph and 2 of the 1/1s go away. I mean, not the worst trade-off, you know? Alright, destroy evil. Hits one of our Loamspeakers with an aura on it. Steel Seraph gives itself just lifelink. Alright. Well, those are going to be a problem. Alright. Up to 32, but we've got an active portal. Got plenty of permanents now. Let's eat this clue. Just a land. Okay. Well. Let's see. Steel Seraph, I think, is probably one of the best things we can find. I'll definitely discard away these 2 lands to Fable. Alright, just as Sokenzan here. Well, assuming this lives, we can block with the Seraph. But these thieves have vigilance, so why don't we give one of them some lifelink. And send him in. Okay. We're going to shore up. Untap their creature and block our poor Jewel Thief. Not nice at all. Alright, well, we've got a little bit of insurance here. Opponent exiling the Survivor from the graveyard to get a quick scry 2. Keep 1. Not a good sign for us. Opponent choosing abilities here as we go to combat. Seraph will give itself lifelink again. Alright, so they're coming over for 7. They create a token. Well, let's block their Seraph with their Seraph. Ah, okay. What are you going to give it first strike?
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
Alright.
We've got the edge in this.
Seraph down. We'll take 2. Let's just portal back the Seraph that just died. Alright, Loamspeaker. Okay. Let's get the Loamspeaker down. And Sokenzan here. Let's see if we can put some pressure on the Wandering Emperor. Yeah, we'll put lifelink on the Vigilance one. Yeah, and that plus the 2 tokens and the Shaman. Let's see, even if they block 2 of them, I think that's enough to get rid of the Wanderer. Shore up again. Okay. Alright, that means the Seraph can block. Emperor takes 1.
Big mistake.
Alright. Well, we're at 9. So I think we're okay. Tactician, that pumps up the soldier. We can block 1 thing. Basically trying to draw into a Titan. Another portal here would be good.
Your blades strike true.
They create a Samurai. They're going to go scrying again. So they've gained all that life, but they don't have a whole lot of cards. Oh. All right. Good game.